To begin with, log into your EBN back office with your EBN username and password. We're using test login details for now, just so we can show you the EBN website builder. Once you've logged into your EBN member back office, the first thing you will want to do is create or register your domain name. This is the address that people will enter to find your online business and should reflect what that business is all about. Click the Products tab on the top of the page and then book your domain now. There are several options for your domain, including .com, .net, .biz, .org, and so on. Try to choose a name which people will remember easily. We would also advise you to avoid long domain names and any dashes or underscores. Enter your chosen domain name. If it's already taken, our domain booking search and registration portal will let you know. Otherwise, you can book it here. Once you're sure you want to proceed with that domain name, our domain booking and registration portal will make the booking for you. This way, you would never have to pay again for the domain, as EBN members get the domains completely free of charge, since this is one of the services we're offering to you for your products purchase pack type. As you can see, our EBN.BIZ website builder will provide you with the means to design and build your very own website with email, DNS, which stands for Domain Name System, a system which directs users to your website from anywhere in the world, and lots more besides. On the next page, you'll see your list of website hosting services with the FTP details in the process of being finalized. FTP stands for File Transfer Protocol and is a standard network protocol used to transfer computer files between you and a server on a computer network. You will need FTP details to log into your server so that you can do a number of things, one of which would be to upload the website you're about to create with the EBN web builder. The FTP details will comprise of a server address, e.g. ftpyourdomain.com, a username specifically created by the domain booking search and registration portal, and a password. These details will be important once you have built your website and you're ready to publish it. The next step is to book some hosting for your website. Again, go into the Product tab, and this time, click on Book Your Website Now. Re-enter the domain name, and the web builder then books the hosting for you. Although you should bear in mind that it could take between 4 to 6 hours for us to complete the back office work for your hosting after you've successfully booked. Building your website is the third option under the Product tab. Here you'll see some dummy websites which we have already started. But before we begin, take a look at these two options. First, we have sites and images. Under images, we have some that have been uploaded to our own individual library already. These are my images. And then we have a library of images that have been added by us for everyone to use. This section is constantly being updated with new images. We'll talk about how to integrate these images into your website a little later. Okay, so let's go back to Sites and click on Edit this site to get started. Before we get started, let's take a look at the 4 buttons in the top right-hand corner. Publish. This is something you do when the design is completed. We'll come back to that. There is a Save, which you would do as you go along so your work doesn't get lost. The Preview button shows you how your site will look to your visitors. And finally, Site Settings and Page Settings. Again, we'll come back to these later. The EBN Web Builder is very simple to use and works by dragging and dropping the building blocks of a website into place. Over on the left-hand side, you will see a list of the blocks that have been created by us for you to use to create your own website. Some of them, such as header, content, divider, footer, and contact forms, are just sections on a page. The remaining templates are complete pages and are broken down into page subtitles for different types of businesses. Let's take a look at one of the categories, say industry templates. Click on the template and drag it onto the page. In building mode, you can add and delete blocks or change their order. For those users with HTML knowledge, you can even edit the HTML. However, this won't be necessary in most cases, as the EBN.BIZ website builder does everything for you. Changing the order of the blocks is also very simple. Just drag the block that you want to move and drop it into its new location. In content mode, you can easily change the text that appears on your website. Click on the text that you want to change and a dialog box appears. Simply enter your new text. If you want to change the font in any way, use the detail editor. You can select any color of font, the size of the font, or the color of the background to the text. The detail editor also allows you to edit the images on the page. Click on the image you want to work on, and you'll then see a list of options. For example, you can apply a border by selecting a color for your border and a style for your border. You can add a link to your image so that when a user clicks on the image, they're taken to another page or an external website. And finally, you can replace the image itself, either with one we have preloaded to the web builder or one that you have uploaded yourself. Once you've made the changes you need, save your work and preview how the page will look. If at any time you're not happy with the changes you've made, simply go back to the blocks editor and click Reset. This will take the block to how it was at the start. Let's now add some links to your page. Suppose you have a Facebook page and you want your website visitors to be able to get to that page from your website. In our example, we have the right icon at the bottom of the page. Go to the detail editor and select the icon. Change the color if you want to. Of course, this is an image, so no need to worry about the font. For the link, we can either set the icon to link to another page on our website or an external site or web page. Since we're linking to our Facebook page, we insert the link here. Of course, your website will need more than one page. So click the Add Page icon here and create your new page in the same way as you've done already. Let's take a quick look now at the settings and begin with the page settings. The meta description is a very important 156-character text that appears under the blue link in Google search. Words that match the user query get pulled out in bold on the search results. It's important that you create a readable, compelling description using important keywords in order to improve the click-through rate of your web page. Page meta keywords are a specific type of meta tag that appear in the code of a web page and help tell search engines about the topic of the page. Meta keywords are distinguished from regular keywords because they appear behind the scenes. Be sure to keep in mind when selecting your meta keywords, each keyword accurately reflects the content of your page. The header section can include additional information which could benefit how your website is found on Google. Look out for our upcoming tutorial on search engine optimization, or SEO. Turning now to the site settings, we'll need to enter some information from our hosting section. So it's a good idea to open up a new tab with those details ready so we can copy and paste them across. To begin with, we shall call the site name our domain name. Then use copy and paste for the following sections. Public URL. FTP server. FTP username, FTP password. The FTP port is set to 21. Now, click Browse Server, then select from the drop-down menu Public HTML, and then Test FTP Connection. Assuming all the details are correct and the test is okay, you can save the settings. The final step is to publish the site. Make sure all the site assets and site pages are selected, and then click Publish Now. Good luck!